Hi, friends. Apparently, I have to add myself before I can be actually live. Anyway, welcome um, to night 2 of the 12 days of mystery stamping. I wanted to do something fun, and this seemed to be a good way to get some extra stamping in and a little bit of a lighthearted way. So, mystery stamping is pretty easy for me, and I'm just kind of using some of the recipes that we've gathered over the last I've done this for years, so I've got over 60 recipes. So we're just picking and choosing, and I am going to make a couple others, a couple new ones. So anyway, this is a hint as to which one I'm using tonight, what stamp set. And let's go ahead and get started. While we're waiting for a couple people to get on, I am going to go ahead and just share some of the promotions that are happening. Not a lot different from last night, but there is a couple. If you are a demonstrator, you were able to order today. If you're not a demonstrator and you want to order some of these products, you can always become a demonstrator on my Craft and Country Crew team. We would love to have you, and it's always an option. So 12 days of mystery stamping. We are on for today, and we're on for tomorrow, I believe, at 6 o'clock. So I have to work tomorrow, so I will probably be running in the door and jumping in the chair. So tomorrow's will probably be a little simpler. Maybe not. Last chance is happening now, as well as the clearance rack. Refreshed this morning. So I don't know if I spelled clearance. It looks good, but it doesn't. Online exclusives, there are still lots of those. I don't think I'm using any of the online exclusives tonight. Last night I did. There's still some fun paper. Not using any of that tonight. Paper Pumpkin, get signed up by the 10th. This is the new kit for December. Painted Wishes. It is a non-stamping kit, so it's a card kit, but all the work is done for you except the assembly. So tonight I am using a stamp set from this catalog. I got a tickle in my throat. I've done really well today, and I threw a cough drop in my mouth just to be on the safe side. So anyway, I'm using this stamp set. It is retiring soon. And honestly, I have not used this one very much yet at all. We used it in our Stamping Cross Country event. And then I loaned it out for that. And I just got it back. It was like, I know I have this stamp set, but I couldn't find it. Then I remembered I had loaned it out. So that's the one we're going to actually start with today. And then I have another one that has supplies from this and this. If you are a demonstrator, you get to start celebration today. So I have earned several free products, one of which I'm using this evening. And let's get this shown. I can't open these. I can't show you the inside of those until January 4th. So let's get started. I have my little stash here. And if you fall in love with any of the products, here's the host code to order. For every $10 you order, you get 5 signups for prizes that we're going to do on the last night, the 12th. And I think we might do it. I don't know. If you like, you get 1 entry. Comment, you get 2 entries. If you share the video, you get 3 entries. You have to let me know that you shared it, though, because I don't know if I can find out otherwise. And if you order, you get 5 entries for every $10. So enough of that. Card base, 5.5 by 5.5. and you're going to score at 1 1/4. Designer Series paper. 4 by 5 1/4, and 2 that are 1 by 5 1/4. If you are using paper that is the other direction, that's okay. My second sample is going to be the other direction. So while I'm going to build this one, so it's in horizontal mode, vertical mode, the next one I create is going to be in horizontal mode. So either way will work. All right. Basic white or vanilla. I actually found one of the deckled rectangles and I used that. And cardstock. Oh, I skipped this. This was cardstock. Can be the same or different. I used, this is Poppy Parade and this is Granny Apple Green. And they're the same. They're about this size. So, you know, ish. That'll work. And then you need one for the inside. I'm going to set this one aside. So we're going to start by folding this. I should always get a bone folder out, but I never think about it until I'm already started. Be sure to say hello when you join in. Tell me where you're from. How's your day going so far? All the fun stuff. If you're watching on replay, let me know you're watching on replay. So we're going to take this Designer Series paper. And with this card, you're going to see both the front and the back of the paper. So I'm going to get this kind of sort of centered. Not really, yeah, centered top to bottom. I'm going to use some tear and tape. I'm going to try to use some tear and tape. You're going to run a bead of adhesive or a strip of tear and tape down this edge. I forgot to mark. I forgot to let people know that I was do not disturb. So there we go. Got that fixed. Working on Christmas cards, Nancy. That sounds good. I do photo cards for some and Stampin' Up! Cards for some. My photo cards just came in the mail yesterday, so I'm happy. Happy girl. We're so rural, they only deliver our mail every other day. We only get mail on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, okay, back to this. I have adhesive on this piece right here. I'm going to get this lined up. I can either go all the way to the edge or I can give it a frame. I think I'm going to give it a frame. And then just close this up. So there is your card base. Oh, got a little extra glue there. I got a little carried away with my glue. I'm just tucking it under. It will be fine. I might use an adhesive eraser on there, or you could take your embossing buddy and run it across there and it will negate the adhesive. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and move on. So I'm going to take one of the light strips, or my light strip. We're going to take one of the smaller pieces of Designer Series paper and we're going to run it down and put it right there. So you can use whatever adhesive you are interested in. 'Tis the season to be shedding. I seem to be shedding lots and lots of hair. Either that or it was from not feeling well. But I am back and going strong. There we go. There's our card front. Now take this piece and it's going to go here. You can overlap that if you'd like, or you can go straight over into this area. I actually might just take it right in the middle on mine. I'm going to use dimensionals. But I don't know if I'm going to put it down quite yet. Might be getting a little ahead of myself. So this piece is going to go here. This piece is going to go on here, but do all your stamping on it first. All right. If your card is orientated this way, or your pattern, your designer series paper, you can go ahead and go this direction with it as well. And I have one of those to share with you tonight also. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And I'm using, oh, you know what? I decided not to stamp. I remember that now. So I was going to use, I am using this set, but I decided to do something different. I know, you're excited. So this will go here. I can go ahead and put this on here. You're curious now, aren't you? Ay, 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 ay. Losing things that are right in front of me. Not a good way. Last night I felt, I don't know, kind of weird. Not weird. I didn't feel as calm as I usually do with my videos. Tonight, I'm calm. So I am actually going to go ahead and put this on now that I remembered what I was going to do. So these products are available in the retiring catalog, and they are still available. I checked before I came on just to make sure that they are still available so I could let you know. If you fall in love with this project, hi, Anna. You can just run and order them. So this is what I did. And this is a new die set that is in the new catalog. It is the mini alphabet dies. So I took a piece of Poppy Parade and I put adhesive sheet on it. I remembered the adhesive sheet. And then I ran it through my die, my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. And I went back and forth so they would pop out easily. Now, I was in a meeting with some other demonstrators the other day, and we were having a debate as to whether you just try to run your letter, you just try to run the letters that you need. And if you get extras, do you keep them or do you throw them away? I'm probably inclined to keep them for a while, just because, but they pop right out. So for my card, I don't need all those. I'm going to put Joy at the bottom. J O Y. There we go. So I can put all the rest of these in a Ziploc bag and use them as I need. But what do I do with them for now? They can rest on my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine tray because I don't think I need that tonight. So I'm going to poke out the O peel off the back. I thought if all else fails, I could give these letters to my nieces, my great niece. Only one would identify letters at this point. And let her play and make her name or something. So there's my O. It is a really cool die. I am pretty excited about it. It's in the new catalog. So unless you're a demonstrator, you can't get it until January. Unless you want to just sign up. You could get it in your starter kit. There you go. Isn't that cute? All right. I like that. That was my aha moment when I was getting... See, I even have the stamp ready to go, so I might add that on there. Next up, we're going to use some light bulbs. And you may say, well, why are we using cream-colored light bulbs, Cheryl? But they're actually the glow-in-the-dark paper. And yes, we are going to use those. I'm going to use some StazOn ink because I'm going to color these light bulbs with blends. And blends and memento don't work well together. So I have one filament. I'm going to go ahead and just pop down. The glow-in-the-dark paper is still available. It's not just for Halloween projects. It is for many other projects. So this is just a little different. I don't know why. So they're not all the same. Remember to get this ink off your photopolymer stamps soon. And if you use the StazOn remover, to wash them off with some water afterwards as well. Just a little PSA there. Now we have these and we're going to color them. And I chose colors that matched the paper, the Merry Bold and Bright paper. So this is a Granny Apple Green. Now the trick with this is to not touch the black, to just give it a little bit of an edge to stay away from, you don't want it to blend into the black. I should have done a couple of these ahead of time, but I promise they won't take very long. Maybe if I switch tips, that might even go faster. I'm more of a brush tip. Do you have a preference on brush tip or bullet tip on these? Do you have blends? There. If you want the darker colors on this, use the light color of the blends do not work as well. And you really don't need to do any shading. You could try, but this is the dark Granny Apple Green. On glow-in-the-dark paper. Oh, got that little piece in the middle. You don't want to push too hard because it is a rougher surface. So we got one done. So I should have done the magic of television, but I didn't. This is Poppy Parade. And again, I don't want to go too close to those. This was a technique that my friend Heidi showed us during our Stampin' Cross Country. Speaking of which, we had our meeting the other day to get the ball rolling on our next Stampin' Cross Country. And what's Stampin' Cross Country, you might ask? It is an event that myself and 3 other demonstrators put on 3 to 4 times a year. And it's a day and a half of fun crafting adventures. So registration opens next month, and I will have all the details when we are ready to open the registration. All right. There we have it. Kind of bled just a little bit there, but it will be fine as it dries. I'd have to add a little bit more. All right. The next up, I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel. If you're on the replay, you can fast forward through this part. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about that. About doing some ahead of time. I have all my cutting done. All my cutting. My house is very quiet. All my boys are gone to their meeting. They're all in the fire department. So there we go. That wasn't so bad, now was it? That was the most challenging part to watch, probably, watching me color. Actually, I don't mind watching other people color. Okay. See what that looks like when it dries. This one seems to dry kind of wonky. But I can add more detail later. If you saw the picture of the pickup, you'll know I added more detail from last night's. All right, there it is. This is the holographic paper. I ran the ends of the lights through with adhesive sheet on it also. I'm so glad I remembered the adhesive sheets. These wouldn't have been too bad. So there's one light. And I'd have to get a pokey tool out. There's another light. My second card will go together very quickly. No coloring. Everything's cut out already. All right. So we're going to bring this over and add our lights. And I cut out, this is again the holographic paper. I cut out the string of lights from holographic paper. It's from the die set that goes with the Merry Bright and Bold, Merry and Bright. I think the paper's Merry, Bold, and Bright. I wish they'd name it all the same stuff. And it is going to be a challenge to get off. No, it's not. Just have to find an end to start it. So I'm going to put these through. Up. That's not going to work. Got to put the blue one in. Then we'll put the red one in on this side. And then we'll put this one on the other side. Put some dimensionals. How's your card coming? How's your card coming? Tuesday night is my usual night to do mystery stamping, but I'm an hour earlier. I was trying to figure out how to do it to not interfere with as many projects and schedules as I deal with. So some of my people might be surprised when they come on and we're done. And I know it's supper time for some. All right. I'm doing it kind of messy right now. It's the fold you're after, not my fanciness. All right, so we're going to have the blue kind of in the middle. And we'll have this one kind of go off to the side. And I can run this through a little bit better and anchor it. This one can go here. I should have dropped them down a little bit. It's probably not too late. That one came down. I know. Okay. Do your lights and then put your filament on next time. Oh, I thought my husband left, but he's home still. I just heard him upstairs. All right, guys. This is taking longer than it was supposed to. There. There. I like it down lower. We can put a little dimensional under here because I kind of curled it a little one. I did it. So there you have it. And yes, it will glow in the dark. Now we have this other piece of paper and we have another piece of designer series paper. And that is, this goes down the edge of this one. Sorry, my lights took me a while. And I don't think it matters. This goes on this edge. And then you stamp on the inside, whatever you want it to be. I think it might be, oh, what fun. That sounds like joy. I think it'll fit. It will. Thank you, Anna. All right. Oh, what fun. So, like I said, this is still available if you're interested in it. And let me make sure. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Kind of try to eyeball it. And it worked. Yay. So now go ahead and close the ink before I get it all over. You know it'll happen. And then this goes inside. And it's going to have to go almost to the fold to fit in here and give it the same kind of border that the other. And if this shows out a little bit, it's okay because it's the same paper. So there is my joy card. Oh, what fun. And you get to see both sides of the designer series paper. Now we could add some bling. What kind of bling could we add? Some sparkle, some bling. I'm going to use those. I have no idea what which embellishments are still around or not. They've come and gone in and out of stock so many times. But I know we can use some green. Some granny apple green. And we could use a couple white. And honestly, we could use a blue even. Because we have a little blue right there. So there is some bling. And does it glow in the dark? It does. So hang on. Even when it's colored. Can you see that? We'll close it this way. What do you think? Won't that be cute on someone's entertainment center? All right, lights back on. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Anyway, so it'd be a fun card to give to a kid, and as long as they don't freak out when they see it glowing in the dark in the middle of the night, kind of thing. All right, this was my hard card. This uses some of the current product, plus this was product that'll be out in January, unless you want it sooner. And let's go ahead and move on. So this next set of products is available starting in January. And let's go through them really quick again. This is gray granite. It's 5x5, scored at 1 1/4. And like I said, I'm going to have this one go the vertical orientation. Designer series paper. This is from the Tools. I don't even know what the name of the tool set is. Trusty Tools. So this is designer series paper that you can get through the Celebration brochure. The paper is something you can get for free with a $50 purchase. And so that's that. And then I need cardstock, same or different. I chose granite gray. And I need a basic white. And I need, the inside is white. And stamps. Oh, and I need designer series paper. I need 2 of the 1-inch strips. All right, let me show you the whole thing of paper. It is so awesome. So here's the paper that you can get for free with a $50 purchase. Whether you're a demonstrator or not, you can get the free products. So I earned this for free with my $50 order. I went to a conference in July and we were able to order some of this stuff or earn some of this stuff for free then. So this is the dies. Let me see where the dies are. So you saw the paper. The dies cut out most of those pictures. Plus there's a pegboard and a handle for a tool. My brain is just left a toolbox, with a handle on it. And there's paintbrushes and all kinds of stuff. And then here is the stamp set that goes with it. So I took the easy way and I cut a bunch of tools out of the paper. So that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this, crease it down really well. And get my tear and tape. I'm not going to go all the way this time. now that I've had my refresher course in how to make this. I don't want it to go all the way, but I probably want it to go a little further than that. You could use whatever adhesive you want. In case you missed my, well, actually, I think I just put it in my email newsletter. If you're interested in my newsletter, you can go to my link tree and sign up for my newsletters. I decided I'm not going to do my live class on Thursday. I think I'm done with live classes for 2023. I think I will do I'll do this video and then these videos and maybe a couple extra when we're done with this, but I'm done with my classes. So Thursday night, I will just be doing this. I will not be doing both. I just can't do it all. I'm still working on getting caught up from being sick. I worked on some card kits today, so I'm hoping to get those out ASAP. I have to work tomorrow. If you haven't figured out, this red stripe paper here resembles a toolbox. You know those, like those toolboxes. I've got several of these in my garage from my boys, my fellas in my life. So there's my toolbox. And I am going to stamp on this one. So there is, this is going to be the paper that goes on here. I'm going to stamp on my white. I am going to stamp "You're awesome." This, it looks like it should be for a Father's Day only, but it's not. I mean, you could give this card to your favorite carpenter or handyman that came and fixed something for you if you wanted. It is the busiest time of the year. And, you know, we just keep trying to squeeze more into it. I know I do. It's like, oh, I'm not that busy. I could do 12 nights of mystery stamping. I told my husband, and he kind of just looked at me like I was crazy. I can't get that E to look good. Maybe it's my ink pad. Nope, that's better. Okay. And I am just going to just kind of put this anywhere. I'm going to put it down in this corner. I think my black needs to be inked up a bit more. You're the most awesome. Then I'm going to take, I'm going to glue this on here. I know, got that fast fuse motion. Like I said, this is gray granite. It matches the paper. It's not very centered, but it'll work. This goes here. My people told me I didn't have to go to work tomorrow if I didn't feel well. I only work one day a week, so I said, no, I'm feeling a lot better. I have energy to do things. I didn't realize how energy depleted I was until I started feeling better. These are the chunks. I always like to use up the chunks. They don't come off quite as easily, though. Oh, my trash can. I have DSP leaned up against my trash can, and it's slowly tipping away. I'm actually going to come below that line with this one. Like I said, I'm going vertical with this one. No, I'm going horizontal. Wow. I taught for how many years? And that's what we learned was vertical and horizontal, and I can't get it to save my soul tonight. So there you have all those to decorate our paper. And I had some of that holographic paper. So I made some nuts and bolts, and it has adhesive sheet on it, which is kind of cool. So we'll fill in with those. And I am just going to go ahead and start adding because it does not matter if I use all these. The hammer. There's a cool pencil. I have 2 hammers because that was the chunk that I cut out. I'm going to have to switch to different glue because that's not going to work. Told you this one was going to be quicker. And a tape measure. I could even put these on with some dimensionals myself. You're the most awesome. And a screwdriver. This actually might need a dimensional. An itty bitty one. Or a chunk. I'm going to put a chunk down here. I know I put glue there, but I'll show you why. Because it's going off the edge here. There. No, I can't. I don't know where this other screw went. So there's just going to be one screw, lots of nuts, one bolt. This isn't a screw, it's a bolt. Yes, I do know the difference. I used to be a woodworker back in the day. I used to build furniture. You know what? I'm not going to have to add any bling because these are blingy. Maybe I didn't have to make it with so many sparkles. All right. My nails are thicker because I've got my Color Street nails on. Gotta have pretty nails when I do my videos, right? There you go. There's the front of my card. I got some extra tools. And then, you know the rest. We take this piece and we take this piece. You're awesome. I'm going to stamp on it before I get too much more going on. I'm going to put thank you. Yeah, I could use this for Father's Day, but Father's Day's 6 months away or better. So I'm going to use it for thank yous until then. Oh, you're typing tonight. Well, you can catch up later. Keep typing. Marion types so she can buy stamp products. That's how she keeps her stamp fund growing. She takes on typing jobs. My Y is not wanting to be pretty. Like I said, maybe I need to ink up my ink pad. Refill it. All right, and then I'm going to put this up high enough that it can still be written on below, because this is going to go on the bottom of it also. Actually, it could go on the bottom or the top, because I'm not going to have it exposed. There you go. And then this goes in here. And again, almost to the fold. If you want the border around it. So there you have it. Those are my 2 cards for the evening. Same mystery card recipe, but 2 different takes on it. Tomorrow night, we will be on number 3, and I will be joining you right after work. So if I don't show up, that means I'm running late at work. No, I'll be here. I get off at 5, and it's only a 20-minute trip. So I don't think it should take me any longer. So there's the card number 2. I have extra tools. I could actually put a tool in here. Maybe a pencil. That would be kind of cool. So there might be a tool in there. So there's card number 2 and card number 1. I was going to show you what I did to the truck on yesterday's. I just took a white colored pencil from our watercolor pencils, and I just colored in the window and then did hubcaps with silver and just did some white highlight spots on the pickup. So that was last night. If you missed last night, it's available on replay. So thank you very much for joining me. Those are my 2 cards this evening. And I don't have any other samples. I sold my last sample. It had a cute little raccoon on it, but it's gone. So somebody must have bought it at the craft fair last weekend. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for crafting with me. And be sure to catch me and join me tomorrow night. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.